Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name's Rachel Lost. Recently I made 2 bedside tables because I've finally been decorating our bedroom, so I thought you guys might like to see how I made them. For the top and the bottom, you're going to need 2 pieces. The measurements that I used were 40 centimeters by 30 centimeters, and then you're also going to need 2 pieces for the side of the table. I left the back of it empty just so that you could see all the way through it. So for the sides, they were 30 centimeters by 15 centimeters. Feel free to get creative and use measurements that suit the room that you're putting the table in. Now you're going to take a sanding block of a medium grit and you're just going to sand down the wood, and I'm going to do a light sort of undercoat on this one, about 2 coats of paint. So you can see there I've got my black paint and I'm just going to spray the pieces of wood here. And of course I'm going to Snapchat it for good measure, so feel free to find me on Snapchat if you want to see more behind the scenes of my videos. Painting them now isn't going to be the final look of the product, but it's going to make sure that there is black on the inside. Otherwise, once it's already assembled, it's going to be a bit harder to paint the interior of the table. Feel free to give this video a thumbs up if you do enjoy it. I'd really appreciate it. Now we're just going back and doing the second coat after that's dried, and I'm going to take some liquid nails, and just to secure the pieces in place, you can see I'm lining along the edge and then I'm going to place the side down. And then I'll put some more liquid nails on the top of those pieces, and then I'm going to put the top of the table on. The liquid nails isn't the final way to secure it, it's just how I'm going to hold it in place for now. If you have some clamps, feel free to clamp the pieces together so they don't move. Once the liquid nails is dried, I'm going to take 30mm nails and just hammer them through to hold everything in place. So you can see that's the length. We need to make sure that it goes into the second piece properly. So I'm going to put 3 along each join. Once they're in place, I'm going to come back with a paintbrush and a thick black interior paint, and I'm just going to paint over the wood again to make sure there's no imperfections in the color. I ended up doing 2 coats of this paint, and after it had finished drying, I took an interior satin varnish and I sprayed the tables with them. You can get legs from hardware stores, but I really wanted to get some hairpin legs. From some websites, these are actually pretty expensive, so I jumped on eBay and I got mine at about 1/3 of the price to what they usually are. I went 3.5 centimeters away from the front, 3.5 centimeters in from each side, and 1 centimeter away from the back. Once you've measured it out, make sure you put the legs in the right place and then draw where you want them to be. And then the next part, if you're using hairpin legs, is definitely a 2-person job. 1 person to hold the legs in place and the other person just to get some short screws to screw them in. Of course, make sure you're using short screws so they don't go all the way through the wood, and then you end up with your finished product. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful, and if you do end up making one of these tables, feel free to find me on Instagram and tag me in your photo. I'd love to see. I'll catch you in my next video.